All right, Shalom, Shalom. It's your brother Rum. You're back with another lesson, Lord, willing to be edifying. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahal Rakakwadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone who taught me the truth. Shalom to the 144,000 men of the Lord you see on the highways and byways, prophesying in the name and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, also in the correct doctrine. I also want to give a shalom to the one-third men, women, and children that will escape the judgment of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai by their faith. As you probably heard by now, the ceasefire Trump has pretty much said he's orchestrated. But this was a tweet a little earlier than that ceasefire that came out. As you see breaking, when we were ready to fight, you wanted peace. When we did nothing, you planned to backstab us. Iran is aware of your games. And see, this ceasefire is all political theater, man. These other nations know the tactics and the tricks that the Edomites do. And see, they're not going to fall for the gimmicks and the games again, man. And I'm not in their military army or anything like that, but you can just tell by the way they're answering now. You know what I'm saying? They bring everything to the forefront. As you see here as well, it says break it after America dropped the bombs on Iran. Netanyahu gave an interview and said, "We've done our job and we need a ceasefire." But Iran rejected it. See, we don't know who is telling the truth and who is going to do a ceasefire, who's not. See, we're basically in this theater watching the actors, man. So they're saying that Iran rejected the ceasefire, but Trump's saying he created the ceasefire. So we don't really know, man. It says Iran had rejected it, saying you started it and we're going to finish it, and that's their mindset. So let's get into these videos, and I have a couple scriptures, and Lord willing to be edifying.
Donald Trump is now lashing out at former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev and is making nuclear threats against Russia while calling Vladimir Putin the boss. Let me show you what he just said. Trump wrote, "Did I hear former President Medvedev from Russia casually throwing around the N-word, nuclear, and saying that he and other countries would supply nuclear warheads to Iran? Did he really say that, or is it just a figment of my imagination? If he did say that, and if confirmed, please let me know immediately. The N-word should not be treated so casually. I guess that's why Putin is the boss. By the way, if anyone thinks our hardware was great over the weekend, far and away the strongest and best equipment we have, 20 years advanced over the pack, is our nuclear submarines. They are the most powerful and lethal weapons ever built, and just launched the 30 Tomahawks. All 30 hit their mark perfectly. So, in addition to our great fighter pilots, thank you to the captain and crew." Trump is responding to this thread from Medvedev, where he said, "What have the Americans accomplished with their nighttime strikes on 3 nuclear sites in Iran? 1. Critical infrastructure of the nuclear fuel cycle appears to have been unaffected or sustained only minor damage." He then does this long thread. He continues, "The enrichment of nuclear material, and now we can say it outright, the future production of nuclear weapons will continue. A number of countries are ready to directly supply Iran with their own nuclear warheads," and he goes on and on. And so now it appears that Donald Trump is getting us even more involved in these global conflicts. We're going to keep following what happens here and elsewhere, so make sure you're following our account and add the Midas Touch podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
You see, it's a lot of war words. But see, we are in tune with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai through his word. So we know this is all political theater. And it's going to really happen without a shadow of a doubt, man. These nations will shoot off missiles. And it's only a matter of time something major is going to happen and turn everything toward real hot World War III, which we know, like I said, the MO got to continue to reiterate, the MOTB has to come before it goes really hot. But it's being built up to the point when they implement this MOTB, they're going to be ready to shoot those missiles off, man. And you can see the Lord is pulling strings of these nations and these kings to be prepared to shoot those missiles off when this thing is implemented. Because they're trying to establish this NWO, this one world, NWO. But the thing is too, I had a couple of my friends that they have people that's in the military, man, and they are being shipped off, man. So Trump is talking about ceasefire and peace, and we know for a fact that day is not coming, man. That day is not coming where it's going to be a ceasefire and peace. It's too late for that. The Lord has made his decision to bring Babylon the Great down, man.
Breaking news, Dmitry Medvedev, who is the chairman of Russia's Security Council and the former president of Russia, has said that the only thing the Americans have achieved with their futile attack on 3 of Iran's nuclear facilities is a triumphant Iran, because the vast majority of the world now feels that Iran has a right to nuclear arms for its protection. And he added that a number of nuclear countries are now ready to provide Iran with nuclear warheads from their own stockpiles. Medvedev did not include any country names.
So they already been talking about this, man. So they just ain't this ain't nothing. They just off a wing. They're saying we're gonna just give them missiles out of off a wing or just out of the blue. They have already talked about this before. The small hatters pretty much attacked them. But I wouldn't be shocked if the small hatters hit them with one of those tactical, you know what I'm saying, nukes, and really get this thing popping. You know what I'm saying, for the real fireworks show, because now they have a narrative of the sleeper cells and things happening in Babylon the Great, that they had the border open when Biden was in office and all these sleeper cells came. So we don't really know exactly what's going to happen exactly, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man, the Lord has given us the understanding that these days are going to be evil, man, that we're coming into, man. So we got to keep our head on a swivel, man, because these nations are prepared and ready to fight. And it's not going to be, like I said, it's not going to be a drawn out thing where they're going to be fighting for many years and then the Lord comes. No, man, it's not going to happen like that. This thing is going to happen real fast once the MOTB is pretty much implemented and mandatory. So let's get this last video, man, because no one is stupid, man. Everybody knows the tricks in the trades of Esau Edom, man.
Has given green light to Russia and China. Taiwan should be absolutely petrified now, because these guys have given absolutely no credence to international law. China can turn around and say, bugger off, we're going to do what we want, just like you did. And you know, what's to stop them? What's to stop them using the same argument? This lawlessness, this absolute damn right to kind of say, we can preemptively strike anybody we like. Okay, well, in that case, Netanyahu's threatened Pakistan. Well, should Pakistan drop a nuclear bomb on Israel? Come on, absurd, obnoxious stuff is this? You know, is this the politics of playground children? And we've got the most incredible weapons in the hands of idiots. Absolute idiots who wake up in the middle of the night and say, oh, what should we do? Order a cheeseburger and bomb Iran.
And see, that's the mindset of Esau, man. We can do whatever we want because we have the power. And see, the nations are not going to stand for that, man, because they know that what would happen if they really shot those missiles off, that will end everything that they have. And these other, like I said, these other nations, they're not going to stand for that, man. You know what I'm saying? His allies, I would say, they're not going to stand for them continuing to have lawlessness, basically in the White House, man, because they feel like they can do anything they want to any country, man, at any time, and no one has the power to come against them. That's their mindset, and that's what they've been doing for many years, man. And these nations are going to hate the whore. His allies are going to hate the whore, and that's the whore, Babylon the Great, man. Let's start here, which you should know this by heart by now. I'm going to read it in the NLT. This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 3. It says, when people are saying everything is peaceful, and that's what he continued to say, man. Trump said, God bless Iran, God bless Israel, God bless the world. And he's saying it like it's going to be a peaceful place, man. Everything is peaceful and secure. Then destruction, then disaster will fall on them as suddenly as a pregnant woman in labor pains begin. And there will be no escape. And that's what we want our people, man. This place is finished, man. The only way out of this destruction is coming is through the Lord, man. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Because what we have witnessed is the beginning of all hell breaking loose, man. It's not going to be another beginning of this thing going going downhill, man. We seen it, and no one can deny it, man. All these different videos people making and downplaying this World War III, talking about, especially Jake. They make these videos talking about Iran. We ain't got nothing to do with all that plan is finna be over with, man. Because things are going to get real tight, man. Because their clothes are straight up Hormuz, and that ceasefire, this all political theater, man. It's not going to be a ceasefire. That's just a way to get the people from not to panic. So they got them. Yeah, it's going to be a ceasefire, this and that, knowing that all hell is about to break loose, man. Because if there was going to be a ceasefire, they wouldn't just send these troops over there to the Middle East today. I had a homeboy that let me know that he had somebody in the military, not him, personal, but he knew of somebody going into getting orders to be shipped off this morning, man. So this is not far off, man. And a ceasefire might be they might be sending a ceasefire so they can rebuild up the small hatters ammunition, man. But like I said, it's all political theater, man. We're just watching as spectators over in the Middle East, because we don't know exactly what's going on. We don't know what's happening. They say they struck Kuwait today. We don't know, what happened. Did anybody get killed or any significant damage done to any base that U.S. has? We don't know, man. So we watching it as spectators, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we know these things must come to pass. And see, that's what these 2/3 don't understand. They're joking and playing around, thinking like this is all sweet, man. No, this is a sign the Lord gave us to let us know that things are about to get out of control, man. Things are about to spiral out of control. And Esau has no control over these things and these events that are about to happen. This is Isaiah 57. Just hit the point. 21, it says, "There is no peace, saith your power, saith my power, saith my power to the wicked." And so we know that no peace is coming, man. No peace is coming to the wicked. And it won't be no repenting for the wicked. The wicked of our people and the wicked that control the nations, man. So we warning our people, this might be the last and final hoorah of you people. You seeing your people being sent off to this war, man, and not returning, man. Returning, if they do return, it's going to be in a body bag, man. So this might be the last hoorah, man. Oh, you seeing your people, you know what I'm saying, going, and you young guys going over to cross the water to never return, man, back alive, man. Because ultimately they're going to fight Yahweh Bashem Yahushua over there, man. This is Ezekiel 7 and verse 25. It says, "Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none." And Esau is not going to see any peace, man. And we telling you the times we're coming into, you're going to seek peace, and there's not going to be any, man. That's what we continue to warn you, man. No peace is coming. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. And it's the rumors of wars, man. We continue to see them. "Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the prophet, and the counsel from the ancients." And see, we're not going to be able to tell you these scriptures, man. We're going to have to be able to tell you the name of the Lord, or how to break down Revelation 13, 16 through 18. See, the Lord is going to take this off, man, to take this spirit off of us, of preaching this word, and sealing it in us, man, just like he did Noah, man. When Noah was preaching out there for over 120 some odd years, the Lord made Noah into the ark. And once he entered the ark, there was no more. The mercy doors was closed, man. The spirit of preaching and teaching the word was taken away, And that's what we finna have, man. We finna have the word taken away from teaching it. And you're gonna seek the men of the Lord, and you're not gonna find him, man. You're not gonna find the men of the Lord because the spirit is gonna be gone, man. The spirit of teaching you and correcting you and giving you the knowledge, wisdom, understanding Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is soon to be taken away, man. We're entering into those times. This is 27. It says, the king shall mourn, and the princes shall be clothed with desolation, and the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their way. See that? All the wickedness that you have done is going to be paid back to you. You don't want to repent to the Lord, so your wickedness will be paid back to you, man. It's trying times, man. You see, they close the Strait of Hormuz, man. Gas prices are going to skyrocket, man. It's going to be a famine here. All these things we were told you, the Lord is going to make us close our mouths to speaking His truth to you, man. It says, I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them, and they shall know that I'm Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. So if you don't want to be told about Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you're going to soon know the Lord, man, by his judgments that he's going to bring upon you, man. This is not a light thing, man. This is not something we can just say, oh, man, he blowing wind, man. Because that's how Jake thinks. You just blowing wind, man. You can imagine how long Noah taught this word, man, before those drops of rain fell. Over 100 and some odd years, man. And then when that final drop hit, the people wanted to hear the word, man. Same as it's going to be in this day and time, man. The scripture tell you that with Luke and in Matthew tell you, as in the days of Noah were, there was eating and drinking, man. We here, man. This is Psalms 35, and just hit the point of verse 8. It says, let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he have hid catch himself. In that very destruction, let him fall. See that? Esau's going to fall in the very destruction that he's laid for us, man. This World War III, the MOTB, the NWO, all these things, the political theater of war he's setting up to get the people to be afraid and to take his mark. This is what he has set up for us, man. What he has set up for, basically it's going to be for 2/3 of our people, but this is what he has set up. And we warn you from him before it comes. And we praying to the Lord that him be taken in his own trap. Because the other prophecies got to come to pass, man. These plagues are going to come, man. These sicknesses, these illnesses, man. The MOTB is coming, man. These camps are coming, man. Death and destruction is coming. Before these missiles will even be shot off, man. So we know these things are at hand, man. And we warn you of them before they come, man. Because destruction is coming, man. Destruction is coming from the Almighty, man. Verse 8 again, this is Psalm 35 and verse 8. It says, let destruction come upon him at unawares, and let his net that he have hid catch himself. Into that very destruction, let him fall, man. And that's what we're asking the Lord for. Let him fall in this, man. And you can go back. This is one of my favorite Psalms. You can go back up and read the whole thing. But the point is, we want the Lord to let him fall in the destruction that he's creating for us, man. Because these smoke and mirrors that you can't see behind the scene is being prepared for you Jakes, man. It's being prepared for you Jakes. Because when all hell start to break loose, man, you're gonna catch the worst, man. You ain't prepared. You're not prepared for what's coming, man. And you can't be prepared for it because that's the way the Lord had it set up, man. For you to lean on him, for your faith to be in him, man. This is Romans 3 in verse 16. It says, destruction and misery are in their ways, and the way of peace have they not known. There is no fear of power before their eyes, man. And that's Esau as well, man. And Jake. You don't have no fear of the Lord, man. And I'm speaking mostly to our people, man, because Esau is going to be destroyed anyway. But the fear of the Lord, you blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans won't recognize that this is the hand of the Lord, man, that's being put up on the earth, man, for bringing it to bring judgment. There is no fear of power before their eyes, man. Jacob make a video mocking the World War III. You got this dude Shamar. He making a video and I think Iran answered back to him, man. So this shit is a mockery, man. And people are thinking, well, Shamar really they're gonna really go after this guy Shamar, man. You have people making response videos to Shamar, man. So they don't have the fear of the Lord, man. Not knowing that they can bring this destruction any day, man. Famine hit, dollar crash. All these things gonna have to come before these missiles are being shot off, man. And that alone should terrify anyone of the fear of the Lord, man, because the Lord is orchestrating this, man. This is Proverbs 21. Let me get to it. This is Proverbs 21 and just get the point of verse 15, man. I didn't want to make a long lesson today. This is Proverbs 21:15. It says, it is joy to the just to do judgment, but destruction shall be on the workers of iniquity, man. And we know the workers of iniquity, who the Lord is after, man. He's got a target on their back. But you blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans gonna get caught up in this man's judgment, man. And that's ain't nothing else we can really tell you, man. If you don't take heed of the fear of the Lord that He's bring this judgment upon the earth, you're meant to be destroyed, man. This is Job. This is Job 31 in verse 3. It says, "Is not destruction to the wicked, and a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity," man. This is great, man. Great and terrible judgments are coming, man. We warned you of it. So Lord willing was edifying me in the dirt. Shalom. Shalom.